today. First 2 rounds, Nazareth victorious, 96 and 97. Some nasty playing in there.
I'll tell you, the rest couldn't
See
figure it
Pollock
out.
swinging a stick right there. Wow.
They were glad to get a dead ball for a moment. Ball goes back to the Shoremen. They'll take it behind and get Pollock to really slow things down a little bit. As soon as Tommaso went out with a leg injury, they just lost it twice. Watch the shot in close. A bounce shot that went by the great goalie Kuhn, and looked like Grothman just came in and really had no defensive pressure in front of him. Got a lot of space out there to take that shot, and he bounced it well in front of Kuhn.
Grothman, 17th goal of the season. The junior's got great size. See right here, he uses his size. The Nazareth defender gets his legs tripped up. Kuhn didn't really react well to it. Take a look at it again. Right here, you see the feet tangle. There's a little space. He steps up and he lets it rip.
No bounce at all.
Beautiful shot out into the upper corner. Dropped his stick and lifted.
I misread that totally. I thought he bounced it out in front with that low underhand shot, but he went right to the corner, and velocity did its number there. 8-8 the score, with about 8:22 left, as you can see.
Grothman's got great size. He's going to have to step up. Nazareth has done a really terrific job against the small, little, quick attackmen from Washington College. Guys like McCarthy and Wilson. I think Grothman's going to have to use his size to barrel in and shoot.
Justin McCarthy brings the ball in now as Washington College does another good job of getting possession. Grothman, nice size advantage over Torelli. Torelli, very tenacious, tough defender. You give Grothman a lot of real estate out there. Hope he can create some havoc, and then it bounce out to help. Pollock comes out to get the ball, but he was covered by Burchett, so Burchett keeps the ball. Oh, look at the check there. Long stick came out and switched. Peluso came out and switched with the short stick guy, and the long stick checked it out of bounds.
Nice job by Carmine Peluso Sr. Take a look at him right there. Anytime your player turns his back, that's the ideal time to double team. He snuck up on Grothman and got his long stick there, and the ball went flying out of bounds.
Nazareth with possession, score tied. And here they go, Sereno. Love the left-handed shot. This is the target by about a foot.
Not afraid to shoot.
This is Tommaso on the sideline. Kid that really meant a lot to this team. He had been controlling the faceoffs and giving them time on the offensive end. Kind of a freak accident just took him and his knee out of the game. Nazareth, I don't think they have too many areas on this field today that they categorize as bad shot locations. They just take them from anywhere. Good rotation in front. There's a right-handed shot in the goal. Beautifully done. DeVoe. Boy, they had a little bit of a spaghetti kind of offense going. And DeVoe got a little bit clear up front. Takes the right-hander for a 9-8 lead.
They had the ball movement. I can't tell what kind of formation they were in, but the ball was really just zipping around, zipping around. And DeVoe in traffic right here, a little jump shot from about 10 yards, beating Thibault 9-8, and another injury for Washington College. Number 38 on defense. That's McGilvray, one of their really key defenders. He's out. He's the guy been covering Foley. He's got a knee brace on, so it looks to be some kind of knee injury. He's limping and jumping up and down the sideline.
Injuries taking their toll, as you see back on the face-off circle is J.D. Radeball. 6'4" of him.
Loose ball push against Washington College. There's Radeball on the sideline. 6'4", 230. Just a house.
I think Washington College the last time down in that last Nazareth goal. Watch out, Nazareth with a defensive check from behind. They might have been in the zone, Quint, last time, and they were working this near side. Now they think they're back to the man-to-man. Have to keep an eye on them switching, because that is a story. John Haas has to figure out the best way to defend Nazareth. Push from behind. Loose ball will go to Washington. And
Chris McClone having problems with that ball. Goodberlet just absolutely ran him over from behind.
Oates takes it, gives it back to Thibault. They're down by 1. Nazareth with their second lead of the game. They led 8-7, and then 9-8. Working the ball behind is Dorst. Dorst making Sereno really spend a few moments on defense. field, looking a little bit slick as they drive it in. They'll have a right-handed shot, and it looks like they'll get a goal off the foot of the goalie Kuhn. Beautiful job by Tyler Gilbert. He got a little bit of a seam, Q. Not the best shot, but boy, he put some heat on it, and it comes off the feet of Kuhn, makes it a 9-9 game.
That seems to be the place that you want to shoot. Low on Kuhn, the low corners. Gilbert loses the ball, but Nazareth overplays the loose ball, and here he is slicing down the middle of the field. Looked like Kuhn got a piece of that. Certainly the softest goal he's given up today. Here's another look. Tyler Gilbert, good-looking freshman, 12 goals on the season. He has made an impact. Talking to the coaches, this is a kid who's gotten better and better as the season has progressed, as has this entire Washington College team. They struggled this year. They were not seeded. They would not have been in this tournament had it not been expanded to 12 teams. And they've had to go on the road and win 3 road playoff games, and they have done that to get here.
Tied at 9, J.D. Radeball brings the ball down for his first offensive set. Maybe his second. Hasn't spent too much time on the field after the faceoffs. Conditioning a problem after he rehabilitated his leg. Oh, a big move defensively against Lopayton. Lopayton had the ball, and here they go shooting out of the defensive zone. Sovey couldn't pick it up.
It's going to be a play on interference with the goalie. When the Kuhn came up with that ball, he was interfered with. Free clear for Nazareth. They want the quick whistle here. Washington College on a substitution.
Nazareth coming down with a little bit of pressure from the Shoremen. Defensively now you see Brian Oates in front of McDermott. McDermott looking to get some shot space. Takes the left-hander, goes well wide of the target. Backed up behind the goal by Dennis Foley. Dennis Foley working on the defensive checks of Kent, Michael Kent. Working, he rolls right inside, really blindly fed Quint, a player, and there was nobody there. But they get the ball back.
Interference call against Washington College. Really 20 yards away from the ball. You gotta hate that call. When you're in goal and you make the turnover, you get the ball on the ground, and to have one of your defensemen interfere when it's not even part of the play, that hurts.
Michael Kent playing some tough defense, trying to keep the offensive juggernaut of Dennis Foley out of the crease area. They get that call.
Nice job by Kent riding Foley into the crease. Remember, Kent initially in this game not assigned to Foley, the top defenseman for Nazareth. McGillivray, number 38, but he's on the bench right now with some kind of knee problem.
Shoreman looking to push it up. Wilson on this side's wide open, falling down. They get it to him. Trip will be the call. Wilson was open the whole time, and Pollock didn't see him to the last minute.
And Jake Kuhn was caught out of the net. Nazareth in a 10-man ride where the goalie comes out of the goal to cover one of the attackmen. Washington College got the ball up the field real quick. Watch the foul right there. You'll see the trip on Jamie Pollock. And you can see Kuhn, by that time, had just gotten back into the cage.
It'll be an extra man play for Washington College, 6-on-5. They got a lot of big-time shooters coming out for this set. Fuller for the right hand, number 37 over there. Near side here is Justin McCarthy. Up top, Grothman. Guy you want to watch, though, is right down there, Matt Swift. 6'4" from Boys Latin. And Swift, the junior, leg heavily bandaged. Right there in the middle, Swift. Great target to have on the crease, and that's where they have him. McCarthy looks into the crease, and that one comes right back off the pipe. Big time shot by Fuller. Penalty called now on that loose ball. A lot of guys coming there hitting more Washington College guys around to get to call the penalty on. Just got a little shot to the head they're going to call against the Shoremen.
Washington College will be really upset with this. That's the foul. The foul will be called against John Fuller for a hit that was up in the head area. Fuller, for an attackman, has a lot of fouls this year. He's got about 15 penalties. But the reason these fans are upset is because the player was bending down. Really nothing Fuller could do. If you're going to initiate contact there, you're obviously going to hit the player high. And prior to that, the reason the ball was on the ground is a lot of the fans felt that the Nazareth player tripped Pollock initially. So right now we are on an extra man for Nazareth.
Big shot. Tybal has a huge save. Things really swinging back and forth. Each team getting a little bit of an idea for momentum, but then taken away by the other team. Washington College brings it down with Gibbs fresh legs out there that we haven't seen most of the game. Michael Wilson.
Watch the double team. Nazareth, they've got an extra man. They will double team, put a lot of pressure on you right here.
Wilson doing a good job against Prost, number 5. Watch out. McDermott. Now they'll get a free shot and a penalty against Nazareth. Running off the field is Gibbs, trying to get another offensive threat on. Wilson behind, working against McDermott. He already has a penalty to his leg. Back door, easy. Relocate. How about that from Lopayton? Okay. When you're going away with the right hand on that, he did a nice job.
You think they've done this before? You can see Wilson dodging up left-handed, looks away, and Lopayton just so smart in front, sneaks as the defense stares at Wilson. See, they'll stare at him because someone's got to slide. Right there, you see 2 players stare at the ball. He sneaks in behind him. That is almost a carbon copy of his first goal of the game. Lopayton now has 4 goals today. He has shown up in the playoffs big time. He's got 13 goals now in the playoffs.
J.D. Radewall back out there for Washington College, going against the consistent Chris Nadelin, who has been out there more often than not for Nazareth. Radewall laying some lumber on somebody, and his wing help comes up with it. Stower. Throw it away right away. And you have to be patient because Nazareth will pressure you everywhere.
Stower made a great job to scoop the ball, and then a sloppy pass.
Number 5, check cross of Nazareth.
Radewall looking, actually playing on the offensive end. That face-off. No, that's Smith, 48. It's not like Radewall. Nazareth with the ball, down by 1 now. Washington College with a 10-9 lead. Silverlear working against the tough defense of Kent. And Michael Kent makes him throw it far side. Sereno really creating some room for himself. Stower working on it. Stower gets the ball down on the carpet. Can he pick it up? Nazareth does a great job, Quint, of getting the loose ball. They really double.
A lot of white jerseys over there. There are 4 white jerseys on that loose ball and only 1 dark one. Bieberback was just swarmed by the Golden Flyers.
Round the back shot. We thought that was a good one, but Goodrelay just did not find target. Put a lot of pressure on Andy Tybal.
Nice clear by Washington College right there. Nazareth came with a little pressure, but the long sticks, McGilvray, McClone, and Kent handling the ball out of the zone very well.
1 goal lead, 1 minute left in the 3rd quarter. Creating some space, making Sereno play a little defense way down the corner. They like to work from behind, make Nazareth, if they do get that loose ball, travel as far as they have to get the offense going again.
1 minute remaining, 3rd quarter.
Jamie Pollock calling a play from behind. He's got McDermott right in front of him. Ryan McDermott not backing down from anybody. There's the cutting cutting Andy Lopayton. And out front, they get their 11th goal of the game. Grothman. Boy, they did a nice job of threatening the goalie with 2 or 3
That's
options.
right. They got the ball inside to Lopayton, but then he kicked it back behind. And Wilson just moving the ball so well. And Grothman high to low. That seems to be the shot that's going to go on Kuhn. You raise your stick really high and drop it low. Here's the tail end of that. Watch the location. 5-hole between the legs. Here it is again. Grothman's 2nd goal of the game. A big goal here with less than a minute to go in the 3rd quarter, giving Washington College a 2-goal lead. Super ball movement. Unselfish attack.
Nazareth picks up the ball. Tromley working the wing. Gives it up front to the face-off guy, and that's Nadelin. And this one well wide. Will go back to Washington College.
Initially, when Tommaso, the Washington College face-off man, went down, they struggled, and they gave up 3 goals that really can be directly attributed to face-offs. They seem to have control of the face-offs now. It doesn't seem to be a real hindrance. J.D. Radeball and Storr.
They figured it out. They ran 4 guys through there, and they finally figured out how they're going to do it. Let's take a look at the scoring summary at this point in the game.
Lopayton and Pollock, big days for Washington College. DeVoe, 2 and 3, and Foley, 3 and 2, and the freshman, Goodrellet, with 3 goals. This game in the 2nd quarter, not much scoring. In the 3rd quarter here, we've had a bunch of goals. 5 for Nazareth and 5 for Washington College. 10 goals in the third quarter.
15 seconds left, not a whole lot of time, but enough time to get a shot if they are quick about it.
Not a bad idea to put some of these big players, guys like Swift and J.D. Radebolt, in front of the goal for a couple outside screen shots here if there's not much time left. Nazareth's going to make it difficult for Washington College to clear the ball. They'll be forced to run some time off the clock. Be aware of the long shot. They just might heave the ball towards the cage.
Well, Van Marchant goes to Tybal. And Tybal is going to be a little bit careful about it as he goes upfield to Brian King. King's going to have room for a shot. 5 seconds left. He better hurry. Pushes it in. Oh, tried to get Wilson with one. So the shot was up top. King didn't want it. Gave it to Wilson. And that's how the quarter ends. 2-goal lead for Washington College. Can they avenge the 2 sudden death losses over the last 2 years? Well, 15 more minutes will decide. Stay with us. We'll be back to Rutgers for the final stanza.
I'm on the way, oh, I'm on the way, oh, I'm on the way, oh, way, ah, yo. I'm on the way, oh, I'm on the way, oh, I'm on the way, oh.
For our 50th anniversary, do something with a Land Rover Discovery that no one has done before. Make a $50 down payment to lease one.
I'm on the way, oh, I'm on the way, oh, I'm on the way, oh, way, ah, yo.
There's a company out there in the business of moving things. But it's not a railroad. It's a company that moves the most precious cargo of all. Your ideas. It moves them via long distance, wireless, video, internet, directories, and local telephone lines. It's a company you might have thought was just a telephone company.
Gee.
Until now. GTE.
Critics across America are raving about Godzilla. The momentum is rolling. And the reviews rock. Come with me! Newsweek calls it an admittedly cool creation.
Got a big one, baby.
And CBS This Morning cheers it's the 8-ticket ride of the summer.
Anyone care to join me?
Audiences will be shouting, we're off to see the lizard.
Come on, it'll be fun, it'll be fun, it'll be fun.
Godzilla, rated PG-13. Now playing.
With me.
Today is a great day for me personally. After holding out for 3 weeks, management has agreed to my demand. I'm also happy to report I've decided to take my entire salary and donate it to charity. Besides, when you're as rich as me, who needs another 18.4 million?
Think that's refreshing? Try this. The crisp new taste of 7-Up. It's everything you like about 7-Up, just more of it. 7-Up with a crisp new taste. Now that's refreshing.
I'm donating my agent's cut too. Yeah.
The key right now, Nazareth's got to score on their extra man, but McDermott has got to show up here in the fourth quarter. Ryan McDermott, the hero last year, we have not heard from him yet today. He's one of the key scorers for Nazareth. He's got to be a factor in the fourth quarter.
Rocket shot by Serino goes wide, and they'll maintain possession with Dennis Foley backing it up. There's McDermott. He's played a lot of defense, and that was the plan of John Hoss. He made him play a lot of defense early in this game.
Second-team All-American, came into this game with 28 goals in the season. He's been shut out so far.
Shot there just gobbled up by Tybal. He has been playing tough, just like his counterpart, Kuhn. These are 2 goalies, Clint, that you thought could play Division I.
I certainly do think not a great year for Division I goalies. These 2 players, I think, have all the skills to play at the Division I level.
Ball on the field a lot, and this is what Nazareth does so beautifully. Nazareth makes you, really pressures you to keep possession. They're not going to give you any comfortable moments to hold the ball. They want the ball on the green surface here at Rutgers, and then they want to push it up for transition offense. Well, Payton comes in, no angle at all, goes wide. Did a nice job of getting the shot off against a very tough defense.
Oh, he was covered well, too. He made a great catch. It's good defense by Peluso inside. Had to stick right in the numbers. Didn't have much angle. But Pollock really will jam that ball inside to Lopez.
Working from behind again, Pollock. Now he dishes back as they really start to control. Grothman working against McDermott again. Tough job for McDermott because Grothman is a pretty tough guy to cover. He's 6'2", 195. Big size advantage for Grothman, but McDermott is one tough customer.
Nazareth, no stranger to coming from behind. Last week in the semifinals, they were down to Ohio Wesleyan 9-6, and they rattled off 4 straight fourth-quarter goals. They believe that conditioning in that game was the difference.
Big shot with no angle, and look at that, another goal. Goal number 12.